In the shadowed corridors of history, stories are told and stories are buried. Some truths are whispered only in secret, suppressed by power, dismissed by time, and erased by those who feared their revelation. This is the story of a man, a prophet whose words could shake empires, whose visions spanned centuries, yet whose name was almost lost to the pages of history. He was black, he was powerful, and he was a threat to the very institution that claimed to follow the God he served. The prophet's story begins long before Europe dominated the world, long before the church became an organized institution with kingdoms, kings, and courts to answer to. His birth was humble, in a land where the sun scorched the earth and the Nile nourished civilizations. He was born into a people steeped in ancient wisdom, a lineage tracing back to the great kingdoms of Nubia, Kush, and Ethiopia, lands of kings and scholars, of architects and priests, of civilizations that predated Rome itself. From his youth, he was different. He spoke with a clarity that startled elders, recited visions that came in dreams, and foretold events that had yet to unfold. In a world where prophecy was sacred, his words were gold, but also dangerous. The local rulers, fearful of what his voice could inspire, tried to silence him. And yet he persisted, traveling from village to village, kingdom to kingdom, leaving whispers of revolution, hope, and justice in his wake. He was a healer, a visionary, a teacher, and a messenger. But the church, the organized Christian hierarchy that rose from the shadows of Rome, saw him not as a man of God, but as a threat. His teachings challenged the narratives they had constructed, the authority, the hierarchy, and the racialized interpretations of the scriptures. They feared that the truth of a black prophet would undermine centuries of control over both belief and power. Throughout history, there are moments where truth is rewritten. Manuscripts vanish, stories are redacted, paintings altered, and statues removed. The black prophet's words were deemed too dangerous, too revolutionary. His followers were persecuted, silenced, and scattered across continents. Yet even in the shadows, his voice survived, hidden in oral traditions, in songs sung by rivers, in the chants of secret societies, and in the memories of those who refused to forget. As the centuries unfolded, the church tried to erase his existence. But the truth travels. Through the transatlantic slave trade, his stories crossed oceans, carried in the hearts of people enslaved, yet spiritually free. In the Caribbean, in the Americas, in hidden pockets of Africa, his prophecies were sung as hymns, passed down as legends, a coded history the church could not destroy. In recent years, historians and archaeologists have begun to uncover fragments of the truth. Hidden vaults, secret manuscripts, and murals in forgotten monasteries tell a story long suppressed. They depict a black prophet, not a pale figure imposed by European imaginations, but a man with dark skin, noble features, and eyes that seem to pierce the soul of kingdoms. His prophecies were political, spiritual, and universal, challenging empires, inspiring the oppressed, and envisioning a world where justice and equality reigned. He spoke of power abused, of empires built on the suffering of the weak, of priests who twisted God's word for personal gain. His messages were radical. They demanded accountability, compassion, and truth. And this is why the church feared him. His voice was a mirror reflecting their corruption, a reflection they could not endure. Yet the Black Prophet was never truly silenced. From secret societies in West Africa to spiritual movements in the Americas, his influence endured. He became a hidden thread in the tapestry of history, a prophet whose existence challenged racial hierarchies, whose voice inspired rebellion, liberation, and spiritual awakening. Today, the truth is emerging. The Black Prophet the church never wanted to reveal is no longer hidden. His story is a testament to resilience, to courage, and to the enduring power of truth. In the whispers of history, in the songs of the oppressed, in the shadows of vaults long sealed, he lives on. And perhaps, in learning his story, humanity can finally see the full spectrum of divine inspiration, not confined by race, empire, or fear, but expansive, liberating, and eternal.